We're going to start this video with the steering wheel already moved. For additional assistance with that task, please follow the link provided at the end of this video. Remove the Phillips head fastener that secures the top steering column cover. Lift the cover up out of the way. You don't have to, but you can lever off the flexible cover at the end of the steering column cover and completely remove the column cover. Pull the metal collar green arrow from the steering shaft and store it in a safe place. Remove the Phillips head screw that secures the bottom of the steering column switch. This fastener screws into an insert that fits into a square hole in the column shaft. After you pull out the screw, pull out the insert. There are two tabs that hold the steering column switch in place at the top. Use a flathead screwdriver to lever downward on the switch to pop off the plastic locking tab, green arrow. Lever down on the right side of the switch to unlock the locking tab, green arrow. Here I am twisting the flathead screwdriver that is forcing the steering wheel switch downward. The switch can be slid down slightly to make it easier to work on. Working at the back of the steering column switch on the right side, use a pair of needle nose pliers to squeeze the locking tab of the black electrical connector on the right side of the steering column switch. Then move the connector towards the front of the car away from the switch to unplug it. Use a pair of needle nose pliers to squeeze the locking tab of the white electrical connector on the left side of the steering column switch. Then move the connector towards the front of the car away from the switch to unplug it. Unplug the two connectors from the steering column switch by squeezing each connector and pulling them straight out towards the rear of the car. The smaller 4-pin connector may come out of its holder. That's okay. You just have to remember to put it back in during installation. Working at the top of the switch assembly, cut the plastic tie wraps, zip ties, that hold the wiring harness to the steering column. Remember how the wiring is routed for reinstallation. You can now slide the switch assembly downwards or spread it apart. It's lightly flexible plastic, and remove it from the steering column. One of the small wiring harnesses will still be attached to it. If you are replacing the switch, push down on the locking tab for the slip ring horn wiring with a pick and push the connector away to remove it from the switch. Thread the wiring harness through the opening to remove the harness. You will need to thread this harness into the new switch. Installation is the reverse of removal. Remember how to route the horn slip ring contact harness over the steering column and secure this wiring with a tie wrap or zip wrap so it does not get caught by the steering wheel and get damaged while turning. Slide the switch into place from the bottom and make sure the locking tabs engage. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.